Back on the Morning Brew, and I'm Larry Ahrens. Our co-host this week is Nika Allen. She is, and of course she and Stacy know each other, so it's working out pretty well.
Do.
Good to have Stacy Sacco back on the show. We usually talk about networking. Today we're going to talk about what Stacy does for a living.
Aloha.
Aloha to you too.
Aloha. Maloka. I won't even go there.
Yeah.
I do know a little Hawaiian, I think.
A little bit.
Just a little bit.
So you've been carrying on. Everything good?
Everything's going great.
All right.
Great. Really busy at UNM. Recently was promoted to head of the Small Business Institute, and
Congratulations.
second in charge is Tyler Briggs here, a senior at UNM Anderson School of Management. Excited about some new programs
Fantastic.
that we're doing.
Tyler's an example of the young talent coming on board.
This is it. He's it. Senior,
all right.
talented,
Too kind.
smart. Watch, his head's going to get bigger.
The future is here.
Future's here.
Good.
But really excited. We're, this last year, just a few months ago, we headed over to Vegas. We won a couple awards.
Wow.
Now, this was under Raj Mato, Dr. Mato, if you know Dr. Mato, and David Hammett, who were running the program. So I'm sort of Raj and he's David now. But
Okay.
just a great program they've always had, and so it's going to be a real hard act to follow. But they won first place in the business plan competition that they have. There was a graduate level, and then third place in the undergrad. So very excited.
Congrats.
That's
awesome.
when everybody says New Mexico's not winning, we are winners over at UNM Anderson School of Management.
I love seeing that.
Happy to see that.
Very great. But I know you've been real involved with startup and some of the things with small business, and
Yeah,
so
I just love seeing this whole, community really grow around entrepreneurship and startups, and I just think it's fabulous to see what UNM is doing and what CNM is doing, and everyone's starting to really finally pull together to create an environment, that can breed this kind of success.
a couple years ago I went. You started one of the businesses, so
I
you're
was
part of
working-
that whole
Yep, exactly.
organic economy that we're creating. And I brought Tyler really to talk about sort of what we do, one of these
Sure.
business plans we do. We've got some deadlines coming up.
Yep.
So
So the UNM SBI is what, Tyler?
So basically, we link student teams from the Anderson School of Management to local companies, and the students are able to bring their academic knowledge, their resources, and their network, and most importantly, just a new perspective to these local companies.
Nice.
And it's really beneficial for both parties because the students get real-world experience,
Yeah.
and the companies get student consulting. So it's a lot of fun.
this is one of the projects you were on.
Yep, there's me.
Now what's that? What are we
Awesome.
looking at here?
So this was a consulting project that I did my junior year at Anderson for a local motorcycle company, and
Oh.
this was my team, and it was a great project. It was a lot of fun. It was a great learning experience, first of all.
Did you do a business plan or a marketing plan?
Business plan.
Okay, because we do several different plans.
We have one more photo of this group here.
Oh, this
this
is
is-
the winning team.
This is
past
the
year.
team that won the award. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, and this one was under Dimitri Kapelianis, and this was Starlight Furniture, and they did a project for them. A lot of people approach me as a professor to have students do a project. And we can do that, but it's part of, there's other things going on, exams and quizzes and whatever. This consulting report, we can show them that.
That's a hefty piece
That's
of paperwork.
the
Yeah.
plan that we do, so
Wow.
it's much more complex. And the real benefit here is that we can tie into databases. In fact, you may know some of these because neuroscience or whatever you were studying. So can you tell me some
Yeah,
of those?
UNM has access to over 300 databases and some pretty sophisticated ones that are very expensive to access privately, and the students are able to get a hold of them as
Wow.
part of being a student at Anderson.
It's marketing gold right there.
Absolutely.
Yeah, in fact, you can name some of them. I can't always get the spelling
Yeah,
right. or-
Emergent, Mintel, Ibis World are just some of the more well-known ones that we subscribe to. So
Big
it's
name, yeah.
carries a lot of weight.
Yeah.
So anyways, but they will access those databases. We used to do that when I was at Hyundai. We went to Yanklevich, but those would cost $50,000 a year. Well, a small business
they're
can't
expensive.
afford that.
No, not at all. And it's great to have students using it and accessing information and helping
Right.
out small businesses.
Right. And then right now, we generally take 30 to 35 businesses or organizations. It doesn't have to be just a business, for profit.
Yeah, nonprofit, government entities,
An
pretty much
association,
anything.
maybe.
Association,
yeah, absolutely.
right.
Okay.
And then we've got about how many do we have signed up so far?
We have about 17 to 20 companies
And you have room
apply
for
for the
30?
fall. Yeah.
Have room for 30.
How do
So
people access you guys then?
So they can go to our website, which is sbi.unm.edu, and they can find all the information there in regards to how to apply. And
what's the deadline?
August 11th. So it's sneaking up. It'll be here before we know it.
Very excited.
Turn in your application.
So we're working with the small business field here, and certainly been playing off of what you've been doing over there with Startup and Tech Fiesta and all the rest of it. So.
I'm excited to see
Tyler,
that
it's great to
happen.
meet you.
Pleasure to be
Glad
here.
you're here.
Congrats on
Thank
your
you,
new
guys.
gig
Thank you
there,
very much.
Stacy.
Very excited.
Good to have you on
Good
the
to
show.
be back. Aloha.
Aloha to you. We'll be back. More Morning Brew newscasting coming up next.